Slight chance of rain showers tonight. Lows level off around 53. Overcast skies. 68 tomorrow. Clear skies. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Right now, 44.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. Happening tonight, the Taylorville City Council is set to meet at 7. The THS girls bowling team will be recognized, as will the ERT team. Under ordinance, city leaders will discuss an ordinance that would update the city's budget to account for additional or unexpected expenses during the current fiscal year, which runs from May 1st of 2025 through April 30th of 2026. Work at the Taylorville Airport will also be discussed concerning multiple projects. Under committee reports, the council will vote on hiring 24 summer and seasonal help employees. There was also a proposal that would change city rules so the mayor, human resources manager, and personnel committee chair review non-union employee salaries once a year and decide whether to recommend pay increases. City council would still have the final say on any raises. Under emergency services, there are several motions on the floor, including approving the continuity of government plan, approving an AI virtual training course for Chief Dwayne Wheeler to attend, accept a memorandum of understanding for the ERT team, and approve the sale of surplus tasers and equipment. Under water and environmental, the council will discuss several pay orders. Under lake and airport, the council will look at approving and ratifying the current lake lot lease agreement and campground lease agreement. The council will hear from the city attorney, Mayor Bruce Berry, and the public. Stay tuned to Regional Radio News following the conclusion of the event to find out more about the meeting. Also happening tonight, the Christian County Board is set to meet at 6 at the Christian County Courthouse. Among items on the agenda include recognizing Alan Bailey, announcing multiple appointments, including Jeff Waterman to the Mental Health Board, Central Illinois Economic Development Authority appointment for Christian County, and a Department of Health appointment. There will be a Treasurer and Sheriff 2025 summary, and real estate taxes will be explained. Under Highway, Building, and Grounds, there will be a jail update, along with courthouse and building business. There will also be a look at funding for retention of delay survey documents in the county. Under Executive Personnel, there will be a jail personnel request, salary adjustment discussion, and an EMA update. Under Audit and Finance, the board will look at a cyber liability renewal. There does not appear to be any new business on the agenda to discuss during the meeting. Stay tuned to Regional Radio News for more following the event. 8th grade students in the area will soon have the opportunity to see college life for themselves. Lincoln Land Community College's Taylorville campus is hosting students from South Fork and Edinburgh this Friday for a tour. The aim is to show students what fields they can pursue at LLCC and also to dispel any fears they may have about college. Elizabeth Fines Workman is the director of the Taylorville campus. She says the event is a culmination of a goal she had when pursuing her current role.
Whenever I first applied for this job, I kind of came up with this event, right? So it's basically like it's a mixture for 8th graders of career exploration and just to try and get them out onto our campus, right? I think that whenever I was in 8th grade, the thought of college was scary, right? The unknown kind of. And I think that, it's a great idea for these 8th graders to just get a little idea of what college is like, right? Especially at our campus, Taylorville is, we're lucky to have a college campus right here, right? You can get to it within 15 minutes all over the place. So I think it's great. And so luckily, we are going to have this event that I created, which I am very proud of. So I'm really fingers crossing that it goes well, Reed.
Yeah. Part of the day, we'll see the students tour different parts of the campus and get involved in hands-on activities related to the various tour stops. Each stop lasts around 15 to 20 minutes.
We're going to divide students up. We're going to show them all the rooms. Our police officers from main campus will be here. We have a therapy dog named Ember, and she will be down on our campus. So anytime Ember's down there, it's always a good day. We're also going to do some mini lectures, this is the part that I think is going to be super beneficial for students. So we're going to have folks from the healthcare professions. So they're going to come in and do anything from showing them how to take their blood pressure to we have like this fake lung thing that students can interact with. We're going to have the biology department, and that instructor told me she is going to do something that's fun and interactive. So that's all I care about, right? That sounds good to me. Respiratory care is going to be there, an instructor from that. We have our truck driver training folks that are going to be there. So that's exciting. The ag department, construction, commercial electrical maintenance, and then our workforce folks are going to be there as well, some recruiters.
Later on, some of Fines Workman's public speaking students will serve on a panel to answer the 8th graders' questions about college life.
We're going to do, this is one of the things I'm also excited for. I'm excited for the whole thing, Reed. Let's be honest, but here we go.
Exactly.
We're going to do a Q&A with students. So essentially I have asked 3 students who are all in my public speaking classes in previous years. So they're going to, just do a Q&A with the students, just anything that they want to know. I'll probably put in a few questions myself that, they may not even know that they need to know yet. Right. The students that I've picked are wonderful students. They represent Lincoln Land very well throughout the college. So I'm excited and jazzed that they'll be there for that. And I think that those students are also going to kind of help me throughout the day. I think it helps 8th graders to see someone, probably closer to their age and an actual student to get the 411 on Lincoln Land.
Away from the class trip, summer course registration begins tomorrow. The Taylorville campus will offer classes in nursing, biology, and public speaking.
Yeah, so I think that summer courses are a great idea. This semester, I have a lot of high school students that are kind of wanting to get ahead of their college careers. So they are taking some summer courses. So I think that that's great. Traditional, non-traditional students also choose to do summer courses because they are a shorter span. So instead of 16 weeks, they'll be 8 weeks. So a lot of folks like to just knock those out real quick in the summer, which I think is a great idea as well. And as far as summer classes that we are offering at Lincoln Land Taylorville this semester, this is, we're having general biology, microbiology, public speaking taught by yours truly. And as always, we're going to have our CNA classes open, and we're going to also offer a psychology class. So those are some of the classes that we offer in Taylorville this summer. But obviously, there's main campus has classes going as well as online classes that students can take.
More information on Lincoln Land Community College is available at llcc.edu. Elizabeth Fines Workman appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Sparklight is launching its 2026 Dream Bigger contest, offering $30,000 to support science, technology, engineering, and math education for K-12 students. The fiber-based internet provider will award $2,500 each to 12 winning schools or organizations in communities Sparklight serves. The goal is to help educators bring hands-on STEM learning into classrooms through projects like robotics, science competitions, and classroom equipment. Sparklight Vice President of Communications Strategy Trish Neiman says STEM education plays a key role in preparing students for an increasingly digital world, and the contest allows the company to invest in programs that encourage curiosity, problem solving, and innovation. Eligible schools and organizations must submit a photo and written summary explaining how the funds would be used and how the project would benefit students. Entries will be accepted February 17th, today, through March 10th at sparklight.com/contests. Finalists will be selected by Sparklight, with winners chosen through public voting March 12th through March 18th. Since the program began, Sparklight has awarded nearly $200,000 to STEM programs across its service area. And now a word from First National Bank in Taylorville.
I'm James Kirk, Vice President at First National Bank in Taylorville. I get it. Switching banks sounds like a chore, but we make it easy. I've helped people and businesses move their accounts with less hassle than they've expected and more personal service than they've ever gotten before. We've been here for nearly 70 years, a true community bank that's not going anywhere. If you're ready to make a change, we're ready to help. First National Bank in Taylorville, first every time for nearly 70 years. Member FDIC.
True crime and painting continue to be leading event topics at the Shelbyville Public Library. The coming month's schedule features events in those areas and more. With Valentine's Day now in the past, organizers are now thinking in terms of St. Patrick's Day for event themes. Paige Coventry is a circuit clerk at the library and also handles promotions and programming. She says the next paint night is scheduled for this Thursday, February 19th, from 5 to 7 in the evening.
It is a course anybody can come in. All of our materials are provided completely free of charge. There's no sign up necessary. You can just walk on in. It's from 5 to 7. Our instructor will go through and show you a grouping of 3 paintings to choose from, completely your choice what one you're doing. And then we're always available to help if you want a particular method or you're having trouble with something. We're more than happy to help you out.
It is not necessary to have a card with the Shelbyville Public Library to take part in the paint night. Applying for a card, though, is easy, and it's free for Shelbyville residents.
If you are out of bounds of other public libraries and you're close enough to us, you can absolutely come in at any time and apply for a card, and our staff are more than happy to walk you through the process. People that are out of our district do have to pay a small fee, but a lot of people don't seem to mind that. So
Sure. I think, what is the cost for an individual now? Is it $60 a year or $65?
So you're very close with that. It goes in increments of months. So 3 months is $30, 6 months is $60, and then a whole year is $120.
The next True Crime Talk is set for next Tuesday, February 24th from 6 to 7:30 in the evening. It follows the recent Midwest Cold Cases talk by Bob Cyphers.
Yes, we have a true crime group that meets once a month. They discuss they primarily gear towards local cases, local true crime cases. We'll actually have one coming up this month where we'll have another expert coming in. We'll have Troy Taylor come in, and he will specifically be talking about the tragic end of true life romances and couples that will haunt you long after the session's over. Yes, Monica is definitely a true crime aficionado, and it turns out there's a lot of people in our area that are also huge true crime fans, myself included. Mr. Bob Cyphers was working very closely with the police department regarding actually a serial killer, and is credited with helping to discover who it was, or and why things were happening the way they were. And that is actually what that details into, is his experience with this case and with this particular killer and everything that happened at the time. We do have that available at the library for anyone to come in and read or check out.
March's schedule is full of events. Logically, some are St. Patrick's Day themed, including the Leprechaun Gnome Craft event scheduled for March 5th from 5:30 to 7 in the evening.
It'll be a little bit of a painting craft where they can come in and design either a little leprechaun or a little gnome, kind of dealer's choice on that one. March 11th will be a program for kids. It'll be the Dogman movie and craft. So we'll be playing the Dogman movie from 2 to 4, and we'll be providing different crafts. We'll have coloring on bookmarks, coloring pages, all kinds of neat stuff coming up. And then we also have a monthly program, Crochet Night, which is going to be March 12th, 5:30 to 7, and March 31st, 5:30 to 7. That doesn't matter what your skill level is. You can have no idea how to crochet. If you have a desire to learn, you can come in and we're happy to teach you. We can bring in a project if you're kind of stuck and you need help. We do that too. Or you can start a new project with us. We'll be offering specifically for this month. We'll have a Easter bunny hair tie, an Easter egg, and then a shamrock bookmark.
Coventry also reminds community members that the library is part of a network of others in central Illinois and beyond. If a book or any other item that can be borrowed is not in stock at the Shelbyville location, the library can connect with others to make it available for you.
We work very closely with a share program, and that has over 500 libraries in our system that we interchange books and even raw materials. So we have learning kits that homeschoolers can get. So shout out to anyone that is a homeschooler out there and needs material for their kids. We have learning kits, movies, DVDs. We've even got CDs still.
How long would it take, say, maybe for you to get that transferred in where I could pick it up and read it?
So it's really going to depend on the popularity of the particular title. In the instance that it's very popular, it'll create what's called a queue. That's so many people have put this on reserve, so it's got to go down the line before it can make its way to you.
Sure.
In that case, it's a little uncertain, but the vast majority of the time you can have a book within a week, 2 weeks.
More information on the Shelbyville Public Library is available at shelbyvillelibrary.org. Paige Coventry appeared as a guest on the WTIM Shelbyville Morning Show. The hunting and timberland market remains strong in Illinois, says Tyler Sullins with Whitetail Properties. Whitetail Properties was founded in Pike County in 2007. They now have over 400 land specialists in 42 states. Whitetail Properties participated in the WIU Ag Mech Club's Farm Expo earlier this month in Macomb. As part of the nation's semi-quincentennial on July 4th, the Illinois America 250 Commission has unveiled the first ever Passport to Illinois, inviting residents and visitors alike to explore the places, people, and events in Illinois that has shaped the nation's history. Among the 56 historic sites, museums, and monuments featured in the Passport is the Western Illinois Museum in Macomb, where Jock Headblade is with the Macomb Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, known as Unforgettable Forgotonia. Oh, I want to check that out. Passports are free and will be available at public libraries, highway visitor centers, staffed passport sites, and other locations throughout Illinois. More info is available at il250.org. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 86-year-old Phillips James John P.J. Sloan of Taylorville died February 5th. The funeral service will be this Friday at 10 o'clock at a Printy Funeral Home in Carthage. Funeral arrangements are being handled also by Printy Funeral Home in Carthage. 89-year-old Carl R. Reed of Taylorville died last Tuesday. Visitation is tomorrow from 10 till 11:30 at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. A graveside service will immediately follow at Fraley Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 88-year-old Sona Beavers of Taylorville died January 16th. A memorial mass will take place on March 6th at 10 at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Interment will be at Green Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and cremation services in Taylorville. We'll take a quick look at the weather. It is currently 44 degrees and fair outside. We're expecting cloudy skies today with a high near 59. A chance of showers tonight from 9 p.m. Otherwise cloudy with a low around 53. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 68. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and every hour right here on WTIM, your only local news radio.
The Taylorville Tornadoes are on WTIM. Listen on air or online for all football, boys basketball,